It's like they're saying, forget the 9 to 5 grind. I want to be my own boss,
Yeah.
set my own hours, and work on projects that light me up.
Exactly.
Hey, hustlers, and welcome back to Dollar Side Hustle, your one-stop shop for all things side hustle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Today, we're going deep on a topic that has seriously got me pumped up,
Yes.
which is the Gen Z side hustle explosion.
Right.
We got a whole stack of research data,
Yeah.
and let me tell you, the insights are mind-blowing.
Yeah, it's a fascinating phenomenon, this
Yeah.
whole generation that's not waiting for traditional career paths,
Right.
They're forging their own way. They're turning their passions into profits and basically rewriting the rules of the work world.
So to kick things off, let's hit you with a stat that will make you do a double take.
Okay.
Almost half
Oh.
of Gen Zers
Yeah.
consider themselves digital side hustlers.
Interesting.
Okay, so that's not just a few kids
Right.
selling lemonade on the corner.
Yeah.
This is like a seismic shift in how young people are approaching work and income.
Absolutely. A Credit Karma survey even found that nearly half of Gen Zers making money on social media actually earn more from their side hustles than their traditional 9-to-5 jobs.
That's crazy.
And get this, 13% of them are pulling in 6 figures.
What?
Yeah, we're talking serious earning potential here.
6 figures from a side hustle that's like living the dream,
I know.
It really speaks to the entrepreneurial spirit and just the incredible opportunities available in the digital age, right?
Yeah.
But let's break it down. What are the most popular side hustles that these Gen Zers are crushing it with?
Okay, well, you got your classics like freelancing,
Okay.
which is huge on platforms like Fiverr and Upwork.
Yeah.
We're talking everything from writing and graphic design to virtual assistants and coding.
Right. It's like the ultimate gig economy playground.
It is.
You can pick and choose projects that fit your skills and schedule,
Yeah.
all from the comfort of your couch.
Exactly.
But what about those who are looking to build a brand and an audience?
Okay, well, in that case, you got content creation, YouTube podcasts, blogs.
Right.
The possibilities are endless. And with the rise of TikTok and Instagram, we're seeing a whole new breed of influencers emerging,
Totally.
turning their passions into thriving businesses.
It's mind-blowing to see how Gen Z has mastered these platforms, right?
It is.
Turning, dance videos into million-dollar empires.
Yeah.
But it's not all about likes and follows.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
A lot of them are using their platforms to build genuine communities, connect with their audience on a deeper level, and even advocate for causes they believe in.
I love that.
It's a whole new way of engaging with the world.
Okay, so we've got the digital realm covered.
Yeah.
But what about those who prefer to work offline? Are there any side hustle gems for them?
Yeah, absolutely. The e-commerce boom has opened up a world of possibilities.
Okay.
Yeah. Platforms like Etsy and Shopify have made it easier than ever to sell handmade goods, vintage finds, or even dive into the world of drop shipping.
I love that.
Yeah.
So you're telling me I can turn my obsession with vintage clothing
Yeah.
into a side hustle empire?
You could.
Now that's a thought.
There you go.
But what if you're looking for something with more instant gratification?
Okay, well then there's always the gig economy.
Yeah.
Food delivery services like Uber Eats and DoorDash
Right.
or ride sharing with Uber and Lyft offer flexible hours and instant income.
It's like you're in control of your own mini empire.
Yeah.
Even if it's just delivering tacos on a Tuesday night.
Exactly.
But let's be real, not everyone is out there building 6-figure empires, right?
Great.
What about those who are just trying to make ends meet with a little extra cash?
Yeah, you're right. Not all side hustles are created equal, and for many, it's not about building a business empire. It's about financial necessity.
Right.
Yeah, with rising living costs, stagnant wages, student loan debt,
Yeah.
side hustles have become a lifeline for a lot of young people.
Yeah, it's a tough reality, but it's inspiring to see how Gen Z is taking control of their financial well-being and finding creative solutions. But with so many people diving into these side hustles,
Right.
it begs the question, why are so many young people choosing this path?
Yeah.
What's driving this entrepreneurial wave?
That's a great question, and it goes beyond just making extra cash.
Okay.
One of the biggest factors is this desire for autonomy and control.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Gen Z has grown up in a world of instant gratification and personalized experiences, and they crave that same level of control in their work lives as well.
It's like they're saying, forget the 9-to-5 grind. I want to be my own boss,
Yeah.
set my own hours, and work on projects that light me up.
Exactly. Nearly half of young entrepreneurs say that they want to be their own boss. And it's not just about flexibility.
Okay.
It's about having the freedom to choose projects that they're passionate about, pursue their own creative visions, and escape the often rigid and hierarchical structures of traditional workplaces.
They're like hacking the system, creating their own rules,
Right.
and finding fulfillment on their own terms. It's so powerful.
It is.
But it can't all be sunshine and rainbows, right?
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges Gen Zers face in the side hustle world?
Yeah, well, one of the biggest challenges is burnout.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Juggling a side hustle on top of schoolwork or other commitments
Yeah.
can be incredibly demanding. And without the structure and support of a traditional job, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and spread thin.
So it's all about finding that delicate balance, right?
Yeah.
How do Gen Zers manage to avoid burnout and keep their hustle going strong?
That's where time management, organization, and self-care come in.
Okay.
It's crucial for young hustlers to set boundaries, prioritize their well-being, and learn to delegate or automate tasks to avoid feeling overwhelmed.
So it's like they need to become masters of their own time, energy, and resources.
Exactly.
But it's not all about solo efforts, right?
Right.
What about the role of community and support in their success?
Yeah, that's a great point. Community plays a huge role. We're seeing Gen Zers connecting online and offline, forming mastermind groups, sharing resources, and supporting each other through the ups and downs of the entrepreneurial journey.
It's like they're creating their own entrepreneurial ecosystems
They are.
where collaboration and shared learning are key to success.
Yeah.
That's really inspiring.
Yeah.
And I'm curious, what are some of the long-term implications of this side hustle boom?
Yeah.
Is it just a Gen Z trend, or is this like the future of work?
That's a question a lot of people are asking, and it's hard to say for sure, but what we're seeing with Gen Z is likely a preview of what's to come.
Interesting.
The traditional 9 to 5 is becoming less appealing, and people are craving more autonomy, flexibility, and purpose in their work.
So it's not just a Gen Z thing.
No.
It's like a societal shift towards a new way of working and living.
Exactly.
That's a game changer.
Yeah.
But let's get back to our listeners who are,
Yeah.
eager to dive into this side hustle world. What advice would you give them to get started on the right foot?
Okay, well, the first piece of advice is to start with passion. What are you truly excited about? What skills or talents do you have that you could turn into a service or a product?
Yeah.
Passion is the fuel that will keep you going when things get tough.
That's a great point, because if you're not excited about what you're doing,
Yeah,
it's going to feel like a chore, not a hustle.
exactly.
So passion first, got it.
Yeah.
But what about those who are struggling to identify their marketable skills or their niche?
Okay, don't be afraid to experiment and explore. Try different things. Take online courses, volunteer, or shadow someone in a field that interests you. The more you explore, the more likely you are to discover hidden talents or passions you can turn into a side hustle.
So it's all about getting out there, trying new things, and seeing what sparks joy. Right.
Exactly.
But once you got that spark, how do you turn it into a sustainable side hustle?
Yeah.
What are some practical tips for making it work?
Okay, well, that's where market research comes in. Once you've identified your passion, it's time to see if there's an audience for it.
Okay.
Do people need or want what you're offering? Are there similar businesses out there? What makes your idea unique?
So it's not enough to just have a great idea.
No.
You need to make sure there's a market for it. But once you've validated your idea, what's the next step? How do you actually get started?
Well, even for a side hustle, a little planning goes a long way.
Yep.
A simple business plan can help you outline your goals, target audience marketing strategies, and financial projections. It doesn't have to be a formal document,
Right.
but having a roadmap will keep you focused and organized.
So a business plan for a side hustle, that sounds a bit intimidating.
Yeah.
Is it really necessary, even for something small?
It depends on your goals, but even a basic plan can help you avoid common pitfalls and set yourself up for success.
Okay.
Think of it as like a GPS for your entrepreneurial journey.
I love that.
It can guide you in the right direction and help you make informed decisions along the way.
That makes sense. A little planning can save you a lot of headaches down the road, but let's be real. A lot of people are intimidated by the tech side of things.
Right.
What advice do you have for those who are feeling overwhelmed by all the tools and platforms out there?
Don't let tech scare you away.
Okay.
There are so many amazing resources and tools available to help you streamline your operations.
Right.
Whether it's social media for marketing automation software for tasks,
Yeah.
or project management apps to stay organized.
It's like having a whole army of digital assistants at your fingertips.
It is.
But with so many options, it can be tough to know where to start. What are some must-have tools for newbie side hustlers?
It really depends on your specific side hustle.
Okay.
But some of the essentials include a website or online portfolio,
Yeah?
social media platforms for marketing and connecting with your audience,
Right.
and email marketing software to build relationships and promote your offerings.
Okay, so website, social media, email marketing, those are like the pillars of a strong online presence.
They are.
But what about the financial side of things?
Okay.
What tips do you have for managing money and making sure your side hustle is profitable?
One of the biggest mistakes I see is not tracking income and expenses carefully.
Yeah.
Set up a separate bank account for your side hustle. Use accounting software to track your finances.
Okay.
And don't forget to factor in taxes.
Tax is the not-so-fun part of being an entrepreneur,
It is.
but it's a crucial part of staying legal and legitimate. But once you've got the finances figured out, what about actually finding clients or customers?
Right.
Where do you even begin?
That's where networking and marketing come in.
Okay.
Start by tapping into your existing network. Let friends and family know about your side hustle. Join online communities or groups related to your niche. Attend industry events and leverage social media to connect with potential clients.
So it's all about getting the word out there and building relationships, right?
It is.
But what about those who are introverted or shy about promoting themselves?
Don't underestimate the power of online marketing. You can build a strong online presence without being a social media butterfly. Focus on creating valuable content that showcases your expertise. Optimize your website for search engines and consider running targeted ads to reach your ideal audience.
So it's not just about shouting from the rooftops. It's about strategically positioning yourself online and attracting the right clients. But what about those who are feeling overwhelmed by all the advice out there?
Right.
What's the one piece of advice you would give to someone who's just starting their side hustle journey?
Start small and iterate.
Okay.
Don't try to do everything at once.
Right.
Pick one thing, test it out, learn from your mistakes, and adjust your approach as you go.
It's like a mini experiment.
It is.
You try something, see what works, and tweak it until you got a winning formula.
Exactly.
But with so much to learn and do, how do you stay motivated and avoid giving up when things get tough?
Remember your why.
Your why.
Why did you start the side hustle in the first place? What are your goals? What impact do you want to make? Connect with your purpose, and it will fuel your motivation.
That's powerful advice because it's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind. But when you connect with your why, it gives you that extra boost to keep going.
It does.
But let's be real. Not every side hustle is going to be a runaway success.
Right.
What advice do you have for those who are struggling to gain traction or make a profit?
Don't be afraid to pivot. If
Yeah.
something's not working, it's okay to change direction.
Yeah.
Analyze your data, get feedback from your audience, and be willing to adjust your approach or even try something entirely new.
So it's all about being flexible,
Yeah.
adaptable, and open to new possibilities, but with so much uncertainty in the world.
Yeah.
How can Gen Zers ensure their side hustle is future-proof and sustainable?
That's a great question, and it's something every entrepreneur needs to consider. One of the keys is to stay ahead of the curve.
Okay.
What are the emerging trends in your industry? What new technologies or platforms are gaining traction?
Right.
How can you adapt and evolve to stay relevant?
It's like they need to become trend spotters, constantly scanning the horizon for new opportunities and challenges.
Exactly.
But with so much information out there, how do you even begin to stay informed and make sense of it all?
That's where resources like Dollar Side Hustle come in.
Oh.
We're dedicated to providing you with the latest insights, tips, and strategies to help you navigate this ever-changing world of side hustles.
That's right. We are your one-stop shop for all things side hustle, from inspiration to practical advice. But it's not just about consuming information. It's about taking action. What's the one thing you want our listeners to take away from this episode?
The side hustle revolution is here, and it's open to everyone.
Yes.
Whether you're looking to make extra cash, build a business empire, or simply find more fulfillment in your work, there's a side hustle out there waiting for you.
That's such a powerful message. It's not about age, experience, or background. It's about passion, drive, and a willingness to take a leap of faith.
Exactly.
But before we wrap up this part of our deep dive, I want to remind you, this is just the beginning. We've got so much more to explore in part 2, including specific strategies for success, real-life stories from Gen Z hustlers, and resources to help you launch your own side hustle adventure.
Stay tuned, because we're just getting started.
And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and share this episode with your friends. We're building a community of passionate hustlers, and we want you to be a part of it.
We do.
Until next time, keep hustling, keep dreaming, and keep reaching for those stars.
Keep hustling.